they never get double ups. That nobody can be that lucky. If it's all random, how is it that they constantly get the latest?
Yeah.
Their response is just they don't get any favoritism, they reckon, which is bullshit. I mean, come on. I mean, you flip a coin 20 times, you're not going to get tails 20 times. Chances are.
Yeah.
So I know they're lying. And when it gets to that point, and you know your hands are tied, they keep screwing us over and over again, and it just makes us look bad when we're putting it up pre-orders, and we can't fulfill them because Mattel keep screwing us over.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't spend $20,000 each month just hoping we're going to get the right stock.
So there you go, guys. It's $20,000 a month commitment. $240,000 a year from a small company compared to Mattel in Australia, trying to support all of us. I'm sure I spoke on behalf of the whole community that we don't blame you for not maintaining business with them, because that's just
and just listening to the last few minutes, it's so obvious how fixable the problem is, but unfortunately, it's got to come from Mattel.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, we're just going to be placing small orders. I'm just going to be like rolling the dice from now on. Basically, going to be going, all right, just give me 10 cases of elites, 5 cases of basics, and if we get the right one, then I'll place another one straight away, hoping that we're going to get more of that same one. If they botch it up and they give us stock that they've already given us the previous month, it's not going to break the bank if they've just given us 10 cases. Because I don't know how else we can do it then. It's just not. I mean, I've been doing this now for 20 years, and hands down, Mattel has been the worst supplier I've ever dealt with in my life.
Wow. So to confirm, Jeff, Elite Series 89 is not coming your way anytime soon.
Well, I don't know. Has 89 been released? I haven't seen any in stores down in Melbourne.
No, not in Australia.
Not that I've seen.
But now that really scares me because I placed my order. I just placed enough cases because what I did was I cancelled our contract and then just placed, I think, something like about 30 cases of elites to try and fulfill our pre-orders. Because I thought 89s had come out interstate.
Yeah, I've seen them in the States. I haven't seen them in...
You have seen them interstate? So you're saying that... So there is some 89s out somewhere in the wild in Australia?
No, only in the US. I've seen them in the US, but not in Australia.
All right, so that means I really need to cancel my 30 cases because they're just going to give me more 88s then.
Crazy.
So I thought 89s had come out interstate here, thinking, all right, Mattel got them, but if that's not the case, I need to cancel those 30 cases because that means I got a bad feeling. Like they literally, Mattel picked up all that stock, but 20 cases of basics. I had all of it sent back to Mattel, and they've told me now that's the last time. They're not going to be accepting any more returns. Jeez. Now, so I placed the order for the 30 cases. Now that means I got a bad feeling now that the 4 pallets that I sent back to them yesterday for a refund, I got a feeling they're going to pick those 30 cases of Elite straight out of the 4 pallets that I've just sent them back. And they would do that.
It's crazy. Well, mate, let's end this on a positive note, mate. What's been hot for Go Figure in 2021? What's been some hot items flying off the shelf this Christmas?
Surprisingly for me, it's anime.
Oh, right. Wow.
So I'm not an anime guy, and I'll be the first one to tell you I know nothing about anime. I mean, I know Goku, Dragon Balls. That's about it. So anime's not my thing. That's my kids' stuff. my boys are into that, and a bunch of the other guys that work for us there, they're into their anime, and they're taking care of that line. But all things anime have been selling. I know people that have gone into Go Figure would see that we've really expanded our anime range. One side of the wall has just gone huge, just full of anime figures, as well as this this game called Ichiban. I think it's Ichiban or something like that. It's basically a raffle where every prize wins a ticket. Every ticket wins a prize. I didn't think this game would take off. When my staff put it to me, I'm like, who the hell is going to spend $15, $17 on a ticket? And don't know what you're going to get. I'm thinking that's a bit too expensive for a raffle ticket kind of thing. And they proved me wrong big time. We go through these games like crazy.
Amazing.
So that's been our biggest. What's that?
It's like card breaks. You see the people on different collectible, like basketball, footy cards, and they go into breaks and they spend $200-$300 for a chance to win a rare card, and they might get nothing. And I think that thought process of I'll take a chance of winning a rare card, but I'm willing to just spend my money on nothing. That doesn't work for me.
It's not. Then again, if it was I couldn't understand. I couldn't wrap my head around it. But then again, if it was, say, a wrestling one, and maybe then it'd be appealing to me and going, oh wow, the chances of winning this $300 figure, and every ticket still wins something wrestling.
Yeah, you get something.
I'd probably see it in a different light and probably actually have a go.
The fact that everybody gets something is pretty cool.
Yeah, in that respect. And the funny thing is, the way it works is the biggest, most valuable prize is whoever buys the last ticket.
Oh.
It's a very smart ingenious. It's actually a Japanese game. It's really popular in Japan, and there's not a lot of places in Australia that do it, which is probably one of the reasons why we sell so many tickets for it. But basically, whoever buys the last ticket, but it never gets down to the last ticket. That's the thing. Once it gets down to the last 15 to 20 tickets, someone will buy out the whole game.
Oh, wow.
The rest of the game. Because the last prize is usually worth $200, sometimes $300.
Wow.
So they work out the math, all right, there's $15 a ticket, there's 15 tickets left, and they go, oh, yeah, you know what, the prize is worth more than that. So not only do you get all the remaining prizes, you will get all the supplementary little prizes as well as the big prizes that are still available. So, and we even actually had people buy out a whole game before we even start.
Oh, that's amazing.
Literally, we'll put a game out, and they'll spend $1,100 and buy the whole game.
Amazing.
Yeah,
well, mate, we're gonna have to wrap it up there, Jeff, and keep moving on. Otherwise, we could talk to you forever. But on behalf of myself and Chris, you can say something as well if you like. But without you, there'd be no Wrestling with Figs podcast. You know, we've flown the Go Figure flag as much as we can all year. Hopefully, we've had the community come through the store and online. We'll always fight the fight for you, mate. We know how hard you work, and we know what you do for this community. So, on behalf of myself, the Figs Down Under community, Wrestling with Figure podcast listeners, and the big guy from Western Australia, we greatly appreciate you and thank you for your support. It's greatly appreciated.
I appreciate that, and I'll continue supporting you guys as long as we possibly can.
The Wrestling with Figs podcast is proudly supported by Go Figure Collectibles.
I can't believe this.
Go Figure Collectibles have been established for over 20 years and have an extensive range of wrestling figures, DVDs, and merchandise. Go Figure Collectibles offers a huge variety of pop culture items such as Funko Pops, statues, TV, movie, and video game memorabilia, and so much more.
The fact for you, mate.
For all the Wrestling with Figs podcast listeners and Figs Down Under community members, use code FDU5 to save 5% off your next purchase store-wide.
You're gonna be joking me!
5%, yeah.
Visit them online at gofigurecollectibles.com.au, or if you're in the Melbourne area, go check out the store on 104 Bakers Road, Coburg, North Victoria, and say g'day to Jeff and the team.
G'day, mates.
Support local and support Go Figure Collectibles, who continue to do great things for the collecting community down under.
And go.
Dude, I went down to the shops to pick up some fruit and veg. I couldn't help myself. Went down to the toy aisle. You never believe what I got. What'd you get? What'd you get? I got some figs. What'd you get? What'd you get? Found some figs.
All right, who's going to go first, mate? Your merch perch or mine?
Look, I'll go first because yours is cooler than mine, and we finished with a bang. Firstly, yesterday, exciting to see my navy blue hat that I ordered. Got my Wrestling with Figs pod merch yesterday. It only took about 6 weeks from New South Wales with all the COVID stuff. That was probably, I got my T-shirt and my singlet and stubby holder. They're very cool. Now, I want to give a shout out to 2 very good members of the FDU community who helped me complete my Masters of the Universe Motu set. I have the Jake the Snake from Kieran, or let me just double check Kieran's last name. I think it was Kieran. Oh, this is good TV right now. Kieran, it was Jared Shepherd, not Kieran. Kieran, I just bought something else from today. Jared Shepherd, thank you for the Jake the Snake. I love the fact the head comes off as well. And the Seth Rollins was from Rhino Philly, a long-term member on FDU. Thank you, boys. Packed beautifully. Jared Shepherd, who sent me the Jake the Snake, even put the comic in a cardboard case so it wouldn't get bent or crushed. So very, very nice of you. Also picked up the LJ and Cody Rhodes from Jacob Bennett's and his little business going on there. Already unboxed. It's a cool figure. Now I've got 2 LJNs. Does that make me an LJN collector?
Well, mate, I'm actually selling my LJN collection. If you want to pick up my Slick mint on card.
And I also picked up this incredible Hulk Hogan custom from Zach Man. Amazing. With sung his praises. To be honest, I actually like this better in the packaging. I took it out.
Yeah.
You
can take it out.
You can, but I like it more like this.
Yep.
And it will live in my display now for a very long time. So
beautiful.
They were my pickups. Do you know how many things I have in transit right now? I must have. Next year, we're going to have to just dedicate our first episode in January to just all the things that have been delivered. It's going to take me a month.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
What about you, mate? What did you get? That's it.
Well, guys, let's. I'll leave the big one to last, Chris. Just quickly, huge shout out to Matt DeMeo. He hooked me up with a Sergeant Slaughter, but unbeknownst to him, he was sent 2 exclusive chasers, and amazing figure. The box art, the packaging is sensational, and I love the fact that you can take it out and display it. So well done, Mattel. And I also got a Mattel Legends Brutus Beefcake Chase, thanks to Peter Fowler. So we did a bit of a deal, and I got Brutus in my collection. Now, the final piece for the year, truth be told, I have not got it in my hot little hands yet. It's on its way. It's currently sitting in Tokyo, and it's on its way to Australia. So I probably won't be able to talk about it until next year, but I couldn't wait. I added another prototype to the collection, Chris, a Series 1 prototype. Now, this one is a Series 1 Macho Man 2-up wax head sculpt.
So cool.
But not just that. What it comes with is the actual original Hasbro mold.
Yeah,
front
amazing.
And back. So
amazing.
It's a great piece of Hasbro history. And on the mold there, it's etched in there, Macho Man head, WWF. That is sensational, and I cannot wait to have that in my hands. So
how are you going to display it, James?
I'm going to end up getting it cased up. I'd love to get it into an acrylic case. I'm not going to send it to UKG because they don't do heads because they move around and get marks and lose bits and pieces because they are wax. So I'll find. I know there's someone up the Gold Coast. Is it Ian's acrylic cases? They do custom cases.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I might reach out to them. I know there's an acrylic place everywhere, so I might just go there and I imagine boxing it up, box it up, head and the mold, I think that'll look pretty cool. So,
very nice.
Mate, how about I do this live unboxing? And thank you. So this is I don't know whether it's going to jump out at me and bite me